So think about this story, you guys. The Pied Piper, he there was this rat infestation in this town in Europe, and the rats were killing, eating the food, spreading disease. They were killing people. And the Pied Piper told the town, like, I can get rid of these rats, but you guys are gonna have to pay me, after. So everybody in the town was supposed to chip in or something like that. Well, the Pied Piper got the rats out, and then he came back to collect his money, and then nobody paid him. Just completely ungrateful, being greedy, and not being a man of your word, or like just being evil. And they were like, no, thanks for doing what you did, but no, we're not going to hold up to our end of the deal. So think about the Lord and how he has done so much for us, you guys. He has been keeping evil. You guys, if it weren't for the Lord and what he does every day, and what his angels do for us, what he puts his angels in charge to help us with, if it weren't for that, you guys, evil Satan and his army would literally destroy all of us. And humans are so incredibly greedy and selfish and angry and just full of evil. And they don't care. They don't want to say sorry. They don't want to thank him. They can't even thank him. And so the Pied Piper, he went, fine, okay, and then he played his flute, and he drew the children of the town, all the children of these people, and he led the children out, and nobody in the town ever saw them again. And I mean, who knows where those children went? God could have taken those children. Nobody knows exactly what happened, but it's such a, things in history, like that, and it might just be a legend or a myth, but never, it's the story. That's the point. It's how powerful the story is, because that's what goes on with humanity, guys. Hardly anybody thanks God for what he's done, what he does for us. See, Jonathan Kleck, his initials are JK, which means just kidding, and my name is Tyler, and everybody's called me Ty growing up, and people on the phones, today they use Ty as saying thank you. They use that as an abbreviation for thank you. So you guys, you should be thankful. We should all be thankful to God and give him praise and give him glory every day. So many people, they want to be right, and they want to be, and they think that they do all of this stuff on their own, but really it's the Lord, But and then there's the people that are in the commandment and covenant discourse movement, like Benjamin David in Christ, Ultimate Mordecai, Tim Henderson, and it says, therefore on one day the Lord cut off from Israel head and tail, Pomphron and reed. The aged and the honored are the head, the prophets who give false instruction are the tail. Those who guide this people have led them astray, and those who follow their guidance are engulfed. That is why the Lord showed no mercy on their youth, no compassion towards the fatherless and widows. It is a nation of godless evildoers, everyone speaking impiety. For all this his anger has not abated, his hand still threatens. Wicked men have set ablaze like a fire, fed with briars and thorns, kindled in the thickets of the forest. They are wrapped in a pall of smoke. The land is scorched by the fury of the Lord of hosts, and the people are like food for the fire. On one side a man is eating his fill, but yet remains hungry. On another a man is devouring, but is not satisfied. Each feeds on his own children's flesh, and no one spares his brother. See, like, the physical manifestation of people eating their own children's flesh. They put those HEK293 cells in people's food now. So look that up. Whatever foods have HEK293, it's kidney cells from an aborted baby. And let's see. On that day, the remnant of Israel, the survivors of Jacob, will lean no more on him who scourged them. Without wavering, they will lean on the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. A remnant will return, a remnant of Jacob, to God their strength. Israel, your people, may be as many as the sands of the sea, but only a remnant will return. The instrument of final destruction will overflow with justice, for the Lord of hosts, will bring final destruction on the whole land. You guys remember too, Joshua, when he was taking Jericho, him and the Israelites were taking Jericho, the city. They marched around the city one time a day for 6 days, and then on the seventh day they marched around the Jericho walls 7 times. 70 or 70 times 7. In Israel, when Israel became a nation, and Jesus said, forgive your brother 70 times 7. Say how God is the same throughout. He keeps on saying 70 times 7. Well, we're at that 70 times 7.